So we're finally live. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in to yet another episode of PitchGround Product Live. We have Rush with us, and today we're gonna be talking about an incredibly new, amazing piece of software known as ViralCopy. We've been testing out the software, working out incredibly well. Very well trained AI engine, and again, the results that it's giving is spectacular. Again, remember, it's even though it's at an early stage, the results it's producing is fabulous. So which means that it's only going to get better. That's the beauty about having the right AI. That's the beauty about having the right software. But more importantly, the team and Rush, who is an incredible AI engineer himself. I'm not going to talk much about him because I'm going to give him the stage and let him introduce him to everyone. Rush, please go ahead and introduce yourself to the entire community.
Yeah, hi team. I am Rush, and I'm a software engineer and an AI engineer. I'm based in San Francisco, and we've been working on viral copy for the past year, trying to really build on the quality of AI and trying to get AI writing to where it is now, making sure we're able to build high quality generations and really help you write whatever you want in the best way. And based on what we've seen so far, all our clients so far, they've been able to increase their writing time by 20 times while also getting better quality out of their output. And let me just share my screen. We can do a walkthrough about how to make the most out of your AI writer.
Awesome, guys. In case if anyone has any questions, you can keep using the QA section. And again, we'll be booking one of the best question of the day. And that one question will get one copy of viral copy for yourself. So make sure that you drop in your question in the QA tag. Rush, over to you.
Yeah. So during this presentation, we will be giving one lucky winner one lifetime deal. So stay tuned, and we will be drawing like a random number, and we'll give you guys one free lifetime deal. Okay, cool. So we can get started. So this demo would be about how to really make the most out of your AI writer. So we just hit 1 million words generated using ViralCopy this weekend. So we're super excited and super thrilled to have you guys all on board. And because we hit this milestone, as a special thank you, we will also be offering double the amount of word counts for each of the plans on the lifetime deal for only those that stay until the webinar. And it'll only be valid within 15 minutes of the webinar. So I'll give more details about this towards the end, but stay tuned for this. And this is an offer exclusively just that are attending the webinar. So why is AI writing useful? One of the main things about AI writing, why we see this as the next big thing, is that you can write quality content faster. Um, we You want to be able to write in a way that matches with your brand, which is why it's really important to stick to your brand tone, but also use AI to make it faster and make sure your SEO score is high and you're able to keep your customers engaged at all times. And the way we do this is actually a little different from Copy AI and the other tools out there, is that we have templates. So let's say you wanted to write a welcome email, it'll give you a template. And we're also working on a new feature that would let you write in the tone of the brands that you like. So for example, if you were a high-end brand like Gucci, you could just select a Gucci brand and it'll come up with similar content. It'll learn based on the styles that you like. So if you wanted something like an Old Navy or your clothing brand, it can also have that. So you want to be able to write in the tone of your brand and write content faster, because what we've seen is that those who write faster are able to rank higher as well as keep their customers engaged. They need to write many times a week in order to do that. And the AI writing tool helps you accomplish that. I see there's a question in the chat. Can we also replicate already tested and
I think
performing?
we, Rush, we can probably take up the questions at the end so that
Okay. Okay.
we don't have to break of the flow.
Yep. Sounds good. Yeah, so the first step is to choose the correct tool for writing. We have a bunch of copy templates out there. Right now, we have over 20 copy tools, but we will be launching 20 more tools in the next 2 weeks. So stay tuned for that. And it's super easy. You just drop down, you click on the copy tool that you want to use, and it'll give you high quality output in the grammar that you want and the style that you want. There's you add in this description. So this was what I was mentioning. What actually makes us different from the AI tools out there is that we have templatized content. So for example, if you clicked on a product description, this is what comes in for you to fill in. So it tells you that you should fill in the product name, the description, and all the different features. That way, the AI knows exactly what to write content about and what to include in the content and how to structure it this way in the most effective way. And you can add in your own words as well. Let's say you had a fourth feature and a fifth feature. Just kind of go along with this template, like put in feature four, add in your words, your kind of content, and it'll generate based on that. And the next step is to add a tone. Um, and this is something that's really important because you should make sure it sticks to your brand and the voice of your clients and customers. And if you're social media marketing, make sure like it sticks into that as well. So depending what social media platform you're posting on, you might need a different tone. For example, if you're posting on a professional site, you could use like a professional tone. If you want doing something fun for Instagram, you can put in friendly or adventurous. Make sure it kind of goes with the content that you're writing about. And keep adjusting the input as you need. You'll find out as you play around with the AI tool, you'll get different features and different outcomes. Make sure these are what you like. And you'll see we have all the three aspects here: the copy template, the areas, features that you want to cover, and the tone as well. And you'll get up to five generations on this page. And we're going to add a new feature that would allow you to customize this. Let's say you wanted 10 or 20. You'll also be able to do that as well. And what you do now is you can save your copy. We have a little save button here. So let's say you wanted to brainstorm different ways to write a blog. You go to product benefits, you go to product copy. You can just quickly save these, and that way you can access them all from this page. And this page also has a draft writer, so you can kind of like write in your content here using all your saved copy, kind of like a one source hub where you have all the different content that you've generated so far. And then you can add in drafts and copy and tweak these right before you post these to all the different platforms. Our future plans are 10 templates and personalized brand copy, where you'll be able to write like existing ads that you have, existing descriptions. It'll kind of learn your tone as a brand, but you'll also have customized options. So like if you wanted to write like a high-end brand, we'll have that. And this is the personalized AI generations that I mentioned. So you'll be able to choose from 1 to 10 generations per click as well. Now let's walk through the product, and I can walk you through some of the use cases there. So in order to log in, you just go to ViralCopy.ai, and you'll see we have our limited time deal on PitchGround. We're super excited for that. What we found out was we could 20x our team's productivity. We have 20 plus copy tools. Let me just jump in straight to the tool. To log in, you just hit get started, and if you want to get to our lifetime deal, just click this button. Let me just jump into the tool. So it starts off with this dashboard where you have copy tools, launch from NFT tools, and getting started. We also have Web3 tools because we know this trend going into Web3. There's a lot of startups and companies that also want to build content around this. So if you want to launch an NFT or you're thinking about that, this is a great tool to explore. You can quickly create captions and marketing content for your Web3 tools. Copy tools will be kind of like the main hub for short form content. So anything short form that you want to do would be here. So for example, I generated a welcome email, and I put in welcome to the app, product name, viral copy, AI generator, call to action, and sign up and get 3 months free. And this is what it came up with. So we can try something else, like we can try product benefits. So let's say we were selling a candle, and it is a scented candle, and it's a white color, and it's let's do this fun. So scented candles are perfect for winter season. They fill your home with a festive aroma and provide warmth. So as you can see, it's like really quick. I didn't even fill in feature 2 and feature 3, but it came out really quick. The scents, vanilla, lavender, kind of gives you like things to go off with. So as you add in more features, it'll help build exactly based on your product is. And you can see it also caught in the white color here. So it takes that into account. And it also tries to explore and see different aspects of it. So it'll add in its own twist to kind of make it more fun. And you can choose the one that you want, whether this is for like an Instagram caption, a product description, a Facebook ad. Um, Try another one. So this is something I really like. I think since if you're sending out a discount offer ad or it's a call to action, you just put in this. So let's say, let me try this, viral copy and AI marketing tool. And the discount is we will offer double the word counts. And let's do call to action by now. Doubles the word count, and you can see results in no time. So it's super easy. In this case, we can also add in a discount. Let's say we wanted to add 50% off. Yeah. Buy viral copy and save 50%. Don't waste your time with marketing strategy. Use viral copy to craft compelling messages for products. I really like this one. Just sit back and watch as it boosts your ROI. So I'll save this in here. Copy
I think,
this.
Rush, one of the best things I really like is the fact that in the area and features, and I think this is something I've not seen in any other AI tool as of now. Correct me if I'm wrong. That you've actually helped people to train their AI model a little better by asking for the exact product name, by asking for the exact discount and offer, for asking for exact like call to action, right? Because when it comes to AI, and this is something I think a lot of people don't realize that providing just one or two input points for an AI, especially if you're using GPT-3, is not good enough, because with AI it requires more data to understand what you really want, and then on the basis of that it can prepare and it can give you much better copy and options. So this is very important, and I think this is something that I have not seen even in the top end of the products and the top of the top software out there in this particular niche as of now. So I think that is so very important, because this will help people to get a lot more precise and better data rather than just clicking on generate new copy all the time. They'll be able to really sort of nail down and really sort of generate the kind of copy that they really want. So I really like that specific fact. And also, you have written down and given the tone option as well. But I think some of the platforms, they don't write the tone at all. You have to type the tone. And what usually happen is people end up making a lot of mistakes over there. So,
Mhm.
and when people see that I don't know what to do, people leave it empty again. And this is where they don't really get the desired sort of result. And I think that on the UX end, you have really captured amazingly well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think we did a lot of work to try to make this kind of a way that the AI does its best job. It has all the information. So we did a lot of research into like what are the features that we want to add in here, whether AI can actually understand these words, because that's what really gives you the best value out of it. So in this case, it knows that the call to action is to buy it now. So your ads will be structured in a way that to try to get people to kind of click on that button. So it's really made in a way, and we worked with copywriters on this. So they have sort of like use the tool, try to tweak it, and also help make these templates. And
That's
they're the
great.
experts in this field because they know exactly how it should be. So they were like playing around with our tool, trying to find the copy templates and check if they work as expected.
No, that's awesome. That's brilliant.
Cool. We can check out next. We can check out our long form tool. So if you go to dashboard, simply click long form, or you can also click it in here. So the long form tool lets you write blogs, stories, posts, landing pages, anything that you want that's kind of long form. So if you were making a blog, you simply start typing what your topic is. So let's say I wanted to know how to generate content for SEO optimization. Oops, I had a typo here, but let's see if the AI still works.
Should be smart enough to fix that.
Yeah. So you get like a
Oh, this
good chunk of content already. There are many ways to generate content for SEO optimization. The main methods are blogging, link building, and social media promotion. Has a little bit about blogging, link building. You see that it covers the main concept of SEO optimization. But what we really have is the ability to kind of free from your way into this. So let's say your main topic is about SEO optimization, but you have three different sections. You want to talk about blogging, link building, and social media promotion. Now, if you wanted to type about, let's say, how to use Instagram, um, about SEO optimization as well, like in the field of like coming up with SEO optimization, what are the different platforms that we need to write on? So you have Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You can use that as well to kind of have clicks going to your website. And these are kind of like links that other people would go to using your social media platforms. So it'll come up with that as well. So if you wanted to type, how do you use backlinking? Let's see if the AI can understand where we're going with this. Yep. In order to use backlinking effectively, it is important to understand what a backlink is. So kind of like it uses the main topic, but also runs based on what your input is. So it'll try to understand exactly what are the different content that you want to cover. So for example, if I was writing a blog post about SEO optimization, which we are planning to do, these are some things that I would write about. And as you can see, it makes it so much faster. You just simply type in the topic and you can just continue writing and it fills in as you type. And you can generate more and it'll use your text. So the way this works is that the moment you click on this, it'll look at what you were writing in the past and build upon based on that. So kind of build a flow. You won't get to a point, some of the AI tools out there, when you generate more, it generates like an entirely different content section, which is not what you want. You want to kind of want the reader to be in a state of flow where it flows from link building into backlinking. because it's also taking into the main topic as well as what you wrote before. So it considers both these things.
So I have a question for you, Rush, over here. Do you think that viral copy is going to specifically focus on just long form, or is it going to focus on short form? Because again, when it comes to long form editors, and whenever we kind of like focus on long term copies, or let's say we focus on creating a blog post, then things actually go way beyond, because you'll have to talk about keyword research, you're going to talk about NLPs. We
Yeah.
just cannot like randomly create like a bunch of paragraphs and just kind of like throw those paragraphs in, right? We have to ensure that
Exactly.
it is like heavily like SEO optimized, because if your articles that you have created is not very heavily like optimized, then
Yeah.
it defeats the purpose of you creating an article and trying to drive the traffic. So what are your thoughts, like where would be your core focus would be?
Yeah, for sure. So we've been seeing this trend towards long form content. We started off by doing short term content, and that's where like I feel our strengths are. We are working on our long form, trying to make it more in a way that it's SEO optimized. We're gonna have things like keywords that you can put in. That's something in the works, where it'll sort of like tell you what keywords you want your blog post to be about, because that's what really helps you rank higher on the search engines. So keywords and the amount of times you use this keywords, the amount of times the competitors use that, these are all important aspects that would go into creating a long form. And one thing I wanted to also call upon is that the long form tool is not just for blogs. You can also use it for stories and any kind of like landing page information. So we want to have that as well, where users can sort of tell exactly what you want, and it'll build it in that structure. Because for a landing page, you might need different aspects, like the headers, the contents have to be a little different. That's where I see like a lot of other tools are not really focused on that. They just have one long form editor and just toss everything in there. So we want to have like a separate kind of flow for a landing page or like a story, or have like a rich media section as well, where you can toss in images and different things like that. So that's where we see it going in the future. Um,
So by when do you think like majority of these new features around these long form would come in? I know it's kind of like early, but I think for a lot of users who are going to purchase this, usually these users are the investors. They see themselves as an investor, that they're trying to back you up as early as possible, so that they get rewarded with all of these incredible features, so that they can save a lot on their business and they can help them grow their business. So by when do you kind of like see all of these things coming out based on your timelines?
Yeah, so we've actually already started to work on some of this. What we're trying to make sure is that the AI quality is up to the mark, especially when we add personalized features like custom content generation based on brand style and things like that. It's very important to make sure the quality of content is up to the mark of the brand. So that's what we've been hyper focused on, is just trying to train the AI, really get it to the point where we feel comfortable to launch this and can do well. So I'd say like we should be ready in the next couple of months.
Oh,
Like
that's
very soon.
a long
Yeah.
time. I probably was thinking like maybe 6 months, but I think 2 months is pretty
Yeah.
incredible. By the way, guys, you guys are backed up by 60 days of money back guarantee, so that also sort of helps you to make a decision that. So anywhere you always add in. So whenever any team gives you any timeline, do add in about like 10% minus 10% here and there, because again we're all humans. There can be certain circumstances where we just fall sick, and we need a break from that for about like a few days. But I think the timelines are spectacular in terms of especially for long term. I'm personally really very excited about it. Guys, again, the chats are open. If you want to like drop in anything else in the chat, you can now put it in the chat. The chat was earlier closed. I didn't realize that. But yeah, let's move forward, Rush, with the rest of the product demo as well.
Yeah, sure. So we looked at the copy tools and long form section. Let me quickly show you an NFT tool. So have you guys been to the website called OpenSea? Um, it's kind of like an NFT marketplace. So for people that are in the Web3 space and they wanted to sell an NFT, we also have the ability to create promotional content. So let's look at something like a dragon. Let's see if it can do that for us.
I think we should probably look for ape. OpenSea is filled with apes.
Okay, let's look at it.
There you go. See.
It's a little slow.
Yeah, I think they're bombarded with like so much hits and requests.
Yeah, it's not loading the search results. Okay, let's try click on this one. Okay.
Yeah, it's a quick question coming in. Rush, when do you plan to add like an ability to create like a detailed outline as well? So, for example, we select a keyword. Based on that keyword, it creates the entire outline, and then the content is created. Because before sort of creating the entire content, I think if we add that layer of actually creating the outlines, it will save a lot of time and energy for the users as well, and for the AI,
Yeah.
because it'll exactly precisely create the content what the users want, rather than we just telling the system, hey, just create this for us, right? So I think adding that extra layer of actually creating the outlines is going to be a spectacular idea.
Yeah, we actually already have that. I want to see if we've put it in yet here. Okay, this feature will be in by tomorrow. We have it in the works and we tested it out. It should be out in the works tomorrow. It'll be one of the templates in here, and then you can sort of take that and copy it into the long form. So we do have that in the works. What we're planning to do in the next month or so is to have that inbuilt into the long form tool. Right now, you'll still see a step where you have to go in and copy that outline into the long form tool, but you should see a long form copy tool by tomorrow in here.
Oh,
Let me
that's
answer the question.
do you happen to have like anything in the beta server that you can just like show a glimpse? I think um
Oh yeah, yeah. I think um let me see the best way to share this because we have our dev environment. What I can do is I can share you a link after that has all the copy templates in there, and you can click to access the blog outline as soon as the webinar is done. I'll
uh
ask you to send the link as well.
also, my Praful is saying that he actually loved the idea of the video creation part for the reels. I think that's going to be something very, very incredible.
Yeah, yeah, especially as we're going into, like the real kind of content, that short form, we want it to be really as
Oh,
engaging as possible.
I
We
agree.
can really use the AI to help with that.
I 100% agree with you on that, especially because of the fact that you can use the same content for your YouTube Shorts as well. So I think that's a brilliant idea actually. So where it will just create the entire sort of like scripts.
Hmm. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Cool.
I think I
Going
think
back.
I think there's yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, no, go ahead. It's okay.
No. I think that's there's one more question sort of that was coming in. So how many languages does like viral copy supports right now, and how many future like languages are you looking to sort of add in the future?
Yeah, I think we have a list of over 25 languages that we want to support. We have a list of those, and right now we've seen people are able to use this to generate content in different languages. We just don't have the option to sort of click it. What you
Got
would do is you can simply type in generate this content in the language of your choice. So if you want to generate in like Hindi or like other languages, you just put that in and it'll generate that for you. We're still doing more testing on this, but in the long term, we want to make a drop down where you simply select what language you want to outline, and all the content will be based on that.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Adam, I think we can continue moving forward.
Yeah. So let's say this is like a fun feature for those that are in the Web3 space. They can simply take in this link. We go back here, go to NFT Tools, add in your OpenSea link, and this is an ape. And if you look at it straight, orange background, Hawaiian clothes, wide-eyed. Let's use Hawaiian clothes, wide-eyed. Yep. A gorilla in a Hawaiian shirt that stares at you with wide eyes. And what you can do is a lot of people in the Web3 space, and they want to post a lot on Twitter. They have to post like many tweets a day. just to promote their content. We have a Twitter integration where you can just post this on your Twitter and it'll have the image and everything along with the content.
Brilliant. So Rush, one more sort of question. Is there a special copy tool just for Twitter as well?
Yep. I think this one as well will be launched with our new templates coming out
Got
really
it.
soon, this week. Yeah.
Got it. Because I think
You should
that
see
will be
them by
very,
tomorrow. You should
yeah,
see
that
them by
will be
tomorrow.
very helpful where people can just write in. And I think one more sort of feature that you can potentially add is Twitter threads. That is going to be game changer because I have not seen a single copy tool having that. So it's basically a bunch of sort of, so let's say that Twitter threads are basically like a bunch of multiple tweets, but around the same subject. So instead of you writing a 2000 word article for your blog, you're probably creating like a 300 or 500 word sort of thread that is divided into like, let's say 10 or 20 sort of tweets in general. And then
Hmm.
it is formatted in the thread format. So which means that particular tweet will not exceed 280 characters. So
Yep.
it could be, so for example, 5 ways to promote your AI writing tool. Number one, you just go out there and start doing webinars. Number two, so similar to that fashion. Now, once you have these three threads ready, all you have to do is just copy and paste inside Twitter, and boom, you have the thread ready. And I think if we can add this, it literally can be incredibly powerful, I feel.
Hmm. Yeah, for sure. I think that's a good point. I think Twitter is a great platform to sort of promote your content out there. And I've seen a lot of those threads, the one that have a lot of threads. People tend to share them a lot. So it's definitely
Thread
something that
gets
AI can help
insane
out a
amount,
lot with.
yeah, thread gets insane amount of reach and share right now. Because
Yeah,
it's not too big, it's not too short, it's precise to the information, and people actually love that.
yeah, yeah, for sure. I think AI can definitely help a lot with that.
Awesome. There's one more question coming in. Do you also plan to add like any sort of like AI image generation? Because I think GPT-3 has just released that. So do you plan to add
Yeah,
that?
yeah. So it's just come out with Open AI. It hasn't been allowed for commercial use yet, but we are testing that out as well. That's in the works as well. We're kind of exploring. But right now we want to get our long form content out first, and that would be after that. So
Got it.
after we add in the long form features, that would be kind of like our next vision where we see this going.
Got it. But I think I'm the most excited one is going to be Reels for me, especially for our team as well, because we want to
Yeah,
get started with Reels, and sometimes you don't know how much time you really want to take to write a specific reel,
yeah,
and sometimes it could exceed. So if it can just precisely create like 57 or 55 to 57 seconds of content, you can
oh
just
yeah,
go out there and put up in any teleprompter and just record.
oh yeah,
Sorted, done. Like very quickly you would be able to churn out like 10 reels a day, because right now, especially
yeah.
with Instagram, it's not just about quality but it's also about quantity, believe it or not. Because if you're pushing up to 5 reels a day on Instagram, I've seen accounts getting insanely crazy amount of reach for those kind of accounts.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I think that's something we can definitely look into adding. Yeah.
Awesome, love that.
Yeah, especially for these kind of social media content, we've seen like people love our tool just because they can post content faster. And posting content faster really helps because the more you can post, the better it is for your brand.
But more than that, like your customers and your users and your followers would love that, because the reason why they're following is because they want to see more content from you. And when you
Exactly.
see your face over and over again, it also kind of like builds a good brand trust. And again, like I said, especially for this, it is very helpful. So there's a question coming in: how many reels on Instagram are too many? Based on the data and based on some of the top Instagram influencers that I know, they said that anything beyond 4 a day is way too much, because there is a room for only 4 reels to be shown right now. So don't go anything beyond like 4 reels at any one stage a day. And again, 4 reels is a lot, by the way. That's almost 120 reels. Your entire profile is going to be filled up with like good quality content, right? So again, I would say like if you're recording that many, just schedule 1 a day or 2 a day maximum. 1 a day is the most ideal case scenario, nothing beyond that, because again, you don't want to just record, you're going to spend time on editing as well. And editing makes a huge difference. So What you have to do is ensure that your copy is spectacular. Use viral copy for that, for creating that copy. Grab your phone quickly. There are so many teleprompter apps that are freely available. Just download one of them from the App Store or from the Play Store. Put up your entire viral copy script over there, and boom, now you have your teleprompter up and running. Just look at the camera, smile, record. That's all you have to do.
Yeah, and try to post like at least once a day. You'd say like once a day is like kind of like what people should go for, right?
No, agree. One is what I would recommend per day. If you want to go a little more intensive, then probably you can push it up to four max. Anything beyond four, the
Mhm.
chances are that your first reel would will have a decreased reach right away, because Instagram tries to pushes the newer content a lot faster than the
Mhm.
older content to the system. But this is exactly opposite with YouTube. So if you're using, even if you're posting 10 videos a day on YouTube and YouTube Shorts, it's fabulous because YouTube is a search engine. And the beauty about search engine is that it accumulates views over a period of time. It's not going to give you that instant push and adrenaline rush that Instagram generally gives you, and then your reach kind of like dies out, right? Unless and until you are into entertainment and things like those, where people love entertainment videos, that dancing videos, those are completely different things. But when it comes to B2B videos, you have to make sure that your copy is very intriguing. But more importantly, you also have to ensure that you're not overdoing something. But on YouTube, post as many as you want. There's literally no limits, absolute. And again, use the same piece of content over and over again. There's one smart thing that you can do possibly is, whenever you're recording the last 5 seconds of your video, make sure that you record it in two pieces. First for Instagram, where you will say that, hey, go to my Instagram profile and make sure to hit that follow button. Now, when you say that, when people hear like the Instagram word after the copy is being written, then it helps people to increase the follow. But now, when you're doing it for YouTube, make sure to say in the end that, hey, make sure to subscribe to my channel, because people on YouTube are used to using the word and hearing the word subscribe. So just make sure you add those things in your copy at the very end when you're recording, after getting the copy from Viral Copy.
Yeah, we have a YouTube outline right now, so if you want to make a script, just use that, and it can help you make a script.
Awesome.
And
Let's try it
we're
out.
also looking into an Instagram Reels as well.
Let's
So
actually
see
try it
how
out.
that.
I think it'll be fun. Let's try to
Yeah,
create a copy script for YouTube.
yeah.
Okay, perfect. I love
So
the
let's
fact how
say,
like the viral copy is taking all the inputs. I've not seen this from anyone as of now. This is really very good.
yeah. So you can say like the video is about an AI content marketing tool, write content in seconds. And let's make this persuasive. Yeah. So you can sort of use this. What are the goals for the video? This is kind of gives you like an outline, this one. But this is a sample where you start off by saying, oh, this is my content marketing tool. All you have to do is input your keywords, select the type of post, choose a style, and then hit write. What's cool is that we didn't even tell them about this. They kind of just guessed it based on the AI. It's
Right.
actually very similar to the slides that we had.
So,
So,
Rush, I have sort of a one suggestion for you. Uh, uh, for the script outlines, right? Is it also possible to add this YouTube Shorts and sort of Reels, and specifically mention for 60 seconds only? Because
yeah.
then it will create like a bit of larger piece of content, which is not going to exceed beyond like 60 seconds, right? So I think that would be very, very helpful.
Yeah, and I think one thing would be good is also being able to mention how long you want it, so that that way the AI is customized into building text that is, let's say, 20 minutes, 20 seconds long, 25 seconds, depending on what you want. So I think that's something we can add where we specify exactly how long it'll take. And
Awesome.
then the prompter can just read that through. Cool.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we
I
can
think
just
this sounds pretty good.
save copy, and then I think we should be good with the demos. Yeah, so you can go into save copy here, and you'll see I just copied this in, and I can just take this, play around with it, make this a header, kind of like tweak all your content. So this is kind of place where you have all your saved copy in here and you can play around with this.
Awesome, love that.
And there's always a help center if you need any help. We have a bunch of FAQs, copy templates as well in there if you want to explore some more kinds of copy templates.
Awesome. Let's see. With that, let's just go ahead and start taking up some ton of questions coming in. So, okay, the first question is, can we also replicate already tested and performing classified ads? That's a great question.
That's a great question. So this is actually exactly what we're working on right now, or what I mentioned about the personalized template. You give it an example and it'll generate based on that. But currently you can also do that using our tool right now. You just tell our AI, we have found this to be working as well, where let's say you're making an ad, you can say like similar to these and just like put these in. And the AI will sort of learn that. Yeah, I see Rad also mentioned that. Yeah, I answered this question partially. Yeah, because we're currently we're working on that feature, and this is going to be our big feature. And no other copy tools are doing this as much, where it takes in existing content and learns from that.
So there's one more question coming in regarding where does it stand with regards to established tool like ScaleNet. ScaleNet wasn't established last year when we launched it. Exactly 1 year ago in September is when it came out. Somewhere around the second week, it wasn't this mature. It was around the same level as what it was with ViralCopy. And we kept telling you guys, grab it, because the team is fabulous. You got to trust the team, especially when you're getting an LTD. This is exactly what we're saying once again with Rush, because he is an incredible engineer, right? And the amount of efforts that he's putting in every single day to improve his product is spectacular. And even at the current stage alone, it is generating brilliant, like absolute brilliant result, and it's only going to get better. So the long form blog copy is going to get better, and then eventually it's going to move towards the entire long form copy where there's going to be research outline coming in. I think outline is coming in tomorrow, Rush. I think.
Yeah, outline's coming tomorrow. Yeah.
So outline is going to come tomorrow, and post that there's going to be NLP. So the entire of those sort of integrations and work is going to continuously keep on happening. But then again, it's going to take some time, right? But the most important part is Rush and the amount of efforts him and his team is putting in. Yeah, that is fabulous. And we are telling you guys again, take advantage of ViralCopy, because 6 months down the road, you guys would have said, we wished we would have got ViralCopy.
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's move forward to the next question. It's been said you have to be persistent and everyone waits for the one special post. How can AI and ViralCopy help one to really go wild with just one post?
Yeah. So I think that's where our main benefit comes in, where we're trying to learn based on your brand styles, because each brand has its own way of communicating to their users. Your brand is different from mine, but you need to really understand the way the content is based on your brand and what your customers like. So one thing that we're currently working on is making the personalization better, where we look at your tweets and things that are doing well and build more content based on that. And I think that will truly make your content go viral, because we have been able to test what has done well and build on those things.
Awesome. That is brilliant. I'm going to move to the next question. The next question is, it does sound great. I can't remember on any other platform that does ads specifically apart from yours. Exactly right. That's the point. Like, they have really taken a lot of inputs, and more importantly, Rush has really worked with a lot of marketing people to understand what marketing people really wants, because the product is going to be used by marketing and precisely some of the sales people as well. So working along with marketing team and marketing people is what really makes a big difference. So you can see the thought process that has gone into building the software. It's not just some random engineering where an API has been pulled in and you're just throwing random piece of content, right? It has gone, a lot of work has gone behind into it to truly understand what the problem was, what marketers really want, and then sort of start using it, right? So if I'm using the product, you can imagine that it's working and it's working great. So this is where they are really very different. And I think that's the next question from Praful as well, that AI products are really mushroomed even on LTD market, which is the USP. What is the USP of viral copy that makes it unique and more valuable than any other product and services?
Yeah, I think going back on the point that we just mentioned, and someone already mentioned that he's not seen this done by other brands. I think is building content in the templatized way, in the tone of your brand. So having that template right now helps you structure your content and build content that the AI understands really well. But also once we add on that personalized aspect on top of that, trying to build content about your brand in the voice of your brand. And let's say you're not sure what the brand of your voice should become. You can give it examples of other brands that you like, and it'll learn in a way where it takes in attributes from those, trying to identify what tone those brands are and come up with content in the way that you want it to. So
Awesome.
really dig into the personalized aspect and building content in the tone of your brand.
Awesome, brilliant. Rad is asking, if I buy the plan right now, do I get double the credits?
Yep. Yeah. So
Absolutely. Right. So here is the deal. Go
yeah.
ahead, make a purchase of the product right now. As soon as you have done that, just ping Rush over the chat and they will double your credit right away. This is only available
Yeah.
till we hit leave meeting button, right? So Rad is gonna, sorry, Rush is gonna track it who is making a purchase right now. So take advantage of this, guys. It's double the deal offer out there. Take advantage of this. It's a brilliant offer, absolute brilliant so offer for you guys. So again, take advantage of this. Again, brilliant tool. I would highly recommend you grabbing the top plan because it's literally one writer's salary in India. That's it for 1 month of their salary. That's all it is, right? And that I'm talking about the average salary, not the top of the line for salary either. Like it's literally that incredible. And again, you can see the inputs coming in, and you have 2 whole months to really see the track and progress of how Rush is really making. I would highly recommend grabbing the top plan because within 2 months, you should be actually able to recover your entire money back. Because if you even cough out anywhere from like 30 to 50 or 60 blog posts, you're sorted. And here is one small use case that I'm going to share with you guys in terms of how you can sort of also build a bit of good passive income. So go on GoDaddy and buy one of the more expired domains out there. I think there are a couple of other platforms out there that provide you with the ability to buy expired domains. Grab those expired domains that has got some authority and that is in a specific niche. Now, once you have done that, work on approximately 30 blog posts, which is going to be about 3,000 words each around that subject. So you can use like Ahrefs or any other tool for doing the keyword research. Once you have done those research, go ahead and put it up in viral copy. Create about like I said, 30 blog posts. It'll probably take you roughly around 3 to 5 days of time to really set up 30 blog posts, because you're gonna like optimize, you're gonna add images and things like those. And in your niche, find the best products and add your affiliate link. Now, because you are using an expired domain, you already have a good number of backlinks associated with that domain. You can check again SEMrush or Ahrefs to see how many backlinks a specific domain has before making a purchase. Now, the best part is the moment you put up 30 articles, use WordPress, use any hosting, use good theme where the loading speed is going to be anywhere from like 1 to less than 1 second, and just add your affiliate link. That's all you have to do. This is how you will start generating a good passive income for yourself. And I'm pretty sure that each of this website, if you're just putting up 30 pieces of content, nothing more, you can easily generate up to $500 to $1,000 in recurring passive money without doing anything. And it's all going to rank by itself. Now, there's one more sort of strategy you can do in top of that. Look for long tail keyword and LSI keywords. Add those content as well. And on top of that, Viral Copy has an option to create questions. Use that questions and answer them at the same time. So this way, again, what's going to happen is people who are searching for how do I do something like this, or how do I achieve something like that? When you have that, boom, once again, you drive those traffic because those are like the buyer's traffic, but those traffic would be probably be 50 to 100 searches in general. And big companies do not focus on smaller fishes, but smaller fishes is what will make you good passive income. Bigger businesses are not looking for passive income. This is an incredible strategy. Now replicated, build one such site every single month for yourself. That's all you have to, just one website every single month. Use that money now to hire an account manager. And now you can double it if you want, right? A cost of a domain would be hardly like $15 or $20 if you're buying an expired domain. If it goes into good bidding or something, and if you get it for like $50, go ahead and buy it once again. Now, if you do that over a course of 12 months, you would end up building up a fantastic web asset for yourself. 12 website with close to around 300 articles that will potentially, and 300 articles into 3,000 words, that's almost what, like 3,000, sorry, 300 articles. So that's almost 900,000 words, by the way, across your 12 assets, web assets. If you're again not putting up more contents, right? I'm considering the least over here. That's 900,000 words. Out of that, I'm pretty sure a bunch of those keywords would rank, and you'd probably drive at least 25 to 30,000 traffic based on my estimates and based on how I'm doing as well. Now, those 30,000 traffic is going to generate you a minimum of $2,000 a month. Again, 100% passive. You don't need to create a social media account. You don't need to do anything. Just create a good website with good information and make sure to add the link where it would actually trigger people. Now, if you want to start optimizing these, sign up for Microsoft Clarity. It's an alternative to Hotjar. It's 100% free. You can track and record sessions now. Once you start recording the session and see where people are clicking in, and where people are dropping off, maybe throw an exit intent again and tell them, hey, there is an amazing product out there. Why don't you go and check it out? This is how you can pump up your traffic. This is how you can pump up your conversion. And when people are dropping off, you can also understand what's really kind of like triggering them to buy and add in more images over there in your article. This is how you generate a good passive income with just an investment in the tool. Domain hostings are very cheap nowadays. You can literally get a hosting for like $20-$25 a year. If you're using DigitalOcean, then I think there are plans for like $2-3 per domain per month. That's it. Again, the traffic is not going to be crazy because you're going to focus on LSI. Just do this strategy. Again, one website a month, 30 articles, 5 days. That's all you have to do. And that's it. 360 out of 365 days, just 5 days is what you have to spend on creating one web asset. Now, once you start making money, hire someone and just scale it up. Start doing 2 a month, 3 a month, 4 a month, and then it's completely up to you. So pick up a niche. There's one more strategy I can add on top of that. Go on Amazon, go to categories, and go to Etsy as well, and see which are the top selling products and niche over there, what people are really buying. And on the basis of that, you can create those articles and push those products. Another amazing, incredible way where you can really build passive income. So not only you can use viral copy for your main product, but start using it for such good passive income. And that's how you really make money. It will require effort, right? Everything requires a bit of effort. Nothing is going to be like one click, you're done, and just you can start making money. That's not going to happen. But that effort is going to start yielding you good returns. Now, use that money to go on vacation, right? Or just reinvest into stocks. That's up to you. So I hope that sort of helps out. So make sure, guys, grab the product. Brilliant product. Rush is doing a brilliant job with regards to the entire product. Moving on to the next question. This request is for my business. I'm getting into digital marketing exclusively for real estate. How can viral copy help me go viral? Intro pages, video introduction, service offer. I'm okay spending money on ads, and I do see an ad copy as one of the tools. Thanks, Rush.
Yeah, for this one, I think all kinds of tools that can be used. Let's say you wanted a real estate website, you wanted a Facebook page, you wanted to do ads there. You can use all of our different tools to kind of use AI to help you write that. So definitely, we have seen all different industries going from real estate. There are a bunch of people that have used it before, just to like write content faster, write effective copy. And the copy is very important for real estate. You really need to make sure you beat out all your competition using the right words and things like that, which is why I feel like the real value from AI comes in as well. Gives you more content ideas, helps you with the research. So you can just plug and play, write any kinds of content, blogs. Yeah. Let me know if that answers the question. So yeah, for sure. And AI tool can definitely help with that.
Perfect. So Rad, just make the purchase, head to Rush on his chart, and he should be able to double it.
Yeah,
Can
I'll
you
double all
also
the
add
words.
multiple projects for multiple angles or brand angles? Like, is there a way to create like projects and just segment our data right now, or Rush?
So right now we don't have that feature. It is still in the works. I think once we build out the long form editor and the copy templates, we will be working on this to kind of split your projects in.
Awesome, awesome, perfect. We'll move on to the next one. Currently, a lot of AI tools are in the market, which is different. I think we've already answered this, Joginder, but in case if you feel like something is missing out or you're still not convinced, let us know in the comment below, in the chat below, and we'll be happy to get back and again share more use cases. There's one more question coming in. I want to find out motivated sellers in the US and wanted some pitch or a CTA to generate a post and ad copy. I used other AI tools to generate marketing copy for this requirement, but was very disappointed. Can viral copy help me with this?
Yeah, I think because of a templatized copy as well as the personalized aspect, you should be able to get higher quality. That's what we have seen. There was a financial manager that recently used our tool. He said that our tool beats copy AI because of the templatized aspect. Makes it really easy to really tell the AI what your content is about and also personalize it in the voice of the brand.
So
So that's
here,
an example that makes it a little different from AI tools.
here is the
Yeah,
problem. Here is the problem with majority of the other tools, Praful, that when you are giving just an input of a product or a title, and then they have like a big description box, you don't know what to fill over there, and that's where the problem comes in because you want to use a software now to generate the copy, and now the copy and the software is asking you, give me more data. You are blank and you write some random one or two word, and then AI doesn't get enough information to generate the right copy. And then on top of that, most of these platforms just have an input field for the tone. Here is how viral copy is really different. So if you saw when we were creating copy, it specifically gave and asked for a good amount of information from you. It did not let you proceed without that. Third, it had a drop down menu for the tone. This means that you get to select what you really want rather than trying to enter or leave it empty, letting the AI decide for you. That should never be the case. You need to let the AI know this is exactly what I want. Give me this. Because when you give instructions to a machine, it gives you the best output. But if you let the machine take a decision for you, it is never going to be good because we haven't got to that stage of the AI yet where the machines can take a better decision for you without you giving an input. Again, hopefully, we might get to that stage 10 years down the road. But as of now, we cannot worry about what's going to happen in 10 years, right? We have to make money right now for our business to survive and grow for the next 10 years. So let's focus on what's going to happen right now and tomorrow. So this is where viral copy is really very different. It's the input and the output it's giving. Every time you have seen the output has been spectacular. Not once the output has been gibberish at any point of stage. This is where they really shine out. So Praful again, get that right. It should work out brilliantly. So next question is from HM. He's asking, do you have any problems to add email writing section and plagiarism checker?
yeah. I think as we build in the long form tools with the SEO keywords and such, we will also have a plagiarism tool to go along with that. Kind of like make it a whole writing SEO section there.
Awesome.
Yeah.
There's next question coming in from Prab. He's asking, is there a way to add like sub accounts or let's say a user account or just invite team members into the software?
So right now there isn't. This is also in the works. And yeah, for now we're trying to double the word counts to make sure you have that ability to to get more words because we don't have this feature. So I think that's what makes us a little different from the ones out there, because you get double the word count. Sometimes even if they have a second account, you're still in the same word plan. But because of the lifetime deal, you'll be getting double your words.
Awesome, awesome, brilliant. I'm going to move to the next question. Um, I think we've already covered about Facebook stories, Instagram reels, so I'm going to skip on that. Images has been covered as well. We've covered tweets as well. Images has been covered. Next question is, why do you want to limit the emails to only one per plan? I would rather have 2 to 3 emails options for plan C and D.
Yeah, I think this is a great point. We are currently working on this feature, and we will have it out soon, where you will be able to. One thing I can throw in as a bonus is that for all those people that are in here, when we do launch our multiple email per plan, I will automatically add that feature for you. So what I can do is I can throw in 2 emails for your plan. So if you buy during now, once we roll this feature out, I will give you another email for the plan as well.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much for doing that. Awesome. Let's move forward to the next one. Is it okay to buy plan C, plan B and C as compared to buying plan D? Since you have a number of emails per plan, I think we've just answered that. Praful, I would highly recommend you to grab plan C, or I would rather just ask you to grab plan D. That's is going to be idle. I bet that I will make money back with this. Just asking for viewers, definitely rad. I'm pretty sure you're gonna make the money back. More importantly, we have the entire community. You can reach out to me anytime if you need use cases, suggestions, anything. Right? We have built this community for you guys, and you guys need to take leverage of the kind of experience and knowledge that I have personally built in, and I want each one of you guys to grow on that. So I've shared one such use cases. I can share plenty of such use cases. So at any given point, just let me know if you guys are stuck, if you guys need more help, if you guys need more ideas of in terms of how to really make money with software, how to implement it the right way. My DMs are always open for you guys. Reach out to me at any point of stage on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is the platform where I'm ultra active. So reach out to me anytime over there. Drop me a DM. We can have a chat if you even want to just jump on a quick 10-15 minute call for any help with regards to any of these tools to really grow. Again, reach out to me at any point. Say, I'll personally ensure that you guys get the maximum benefit and returns in terms of the entire software. So also, I'll drop in my ID and my link very quickly for all of you guys. So feel free to like connect with me on LinkedIn at any given stage. But again, guys, the offer is until we hit the end button for the webinar. So in case if you haven't got your plan yet, now is the time. I'm going to quickly again drop in the link for you guys so that you can again sort of take advantage of the product that's out there. Again, meanwhile, if you have any more questions, please drop them in. I will be happy to take up again remainder of any of the questions to ensure that every single question has been answered. So here is a link. Just click on it, grab your plan. Again, plan D is something what I would recommend, especially the strategy that I shared of creating like 30 posts, 40 posts per blog in your niche of using expired domains so that you can start making some good passive income using affiliation. This is the best way to do it and take advantage of products like these to really start scaling up your business. This is how you do it. And again, if you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out to Rush. His email is contactviralcopy@gmail.com. Reach out to him at any point of stage. Reach out to me on LinkedIn at any point of stage. If you still want to reach out to me on email, then it's udit@pitchground.com. So Joey, the email engine used over here is GPT-3. So I hope that helps. If you have any other specific questions, please let us know.
Yep.
Awesome. I think, there are some more questions coming in. Jay, Dasin, can you add a swipe file section and allow the ability to use AI with swipe files? I think that's a brilliant suggestion. I love that.
Sorry, what was the question again?
Can you add a swipe file section and allow the ability to use AI with swipe files?
Use AI with swipe files?
Yeah.
Sorry, swipe files meaning?
So swipe files are generally like a collection of tested and proven copies, basically, right?
Oh,
So
I see. Yes,
these are
yes.
basically like a bunch of proven templates that just works, right? That have been used by like so many different companies out there. These are just like copies that works in a specific industry. Now we can just take those inputs and we can use AI on top of that to customize it for our needs, right? So this
Yeah,
way, the
for
engine
sure.
gets
Yeah.
better data and as an input, and it can produce much better output.
Yeah,
So
for sure. I think,
that was a suggestion from Jay.
yeah, for sure. I think this one, we are currently building a personalized engine, and right now it'll learn from your social media posts. We can also add this sort of feature where it'll take in a CSV of your swipe files. That way it has all the existing copy and trains on that. It'll give that as an input. So that way the AI really understands how your personal marketing copy is and build upon on that.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah,
Right,
we
so
can definitely build that in just to answer
perfect,
your question. Yeah.
perfect. So the next question is, can I upgrade to the next plan available once I buy one plan below $400? Definitely, right. You can upgrade as long as it's viral copy still available on PitchGround. But the offer for double is not going to be available. It's only exclusively available for the webinar. So every time we do webinars, we run such a double the deal offer. So whoever comes in takes leverage of those kind of deals. So you can grab it right now and get double the deal offer right now while the webinar is still on, and just reach out to Rush and let him know about it. He has the name, we know who has registered, so we'll just send across the list to him at that point of time. Our next question is from Praful. He's asking, what additional offer will we have if we have Plan D, which especially has like unlimited ports already?
Yeah. Yeah. So I just mentioned that we will be giving two accounts once we launch our feature term multiple emails. So if you have a team of like 2 to 3 people, you can give them an email and they will also share your unlimited word plan.
Awesome, perfect. There you go, Praful. I hope that sort of helps you out.
Hope that helps you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect. Rad, can you upgrade to the next plan available? Definitely, Rad. Just reach out to us support@pitchground.com. Our team will help you out with regards to update. With that, I think we have wrapped up everything, guys. Again, thank you so much for everyone for tuning in. But before you guys leave, Praful just got to Plan B. Awesome, Praful. Congratulations. I'm hoping you upgrade to Plan D so that you can enjoy those extra benefits. Okay, perfect. So now it comes to the favorite question of the day. So this is my most favorite section, Rush. Which out of these questions, because I don't want to be picking one person because people would say like I'm biased because I talk to pretty much most of the people, right? So pick one person whom you feel had asked the best question. So just go to the QA section and let me know which was the best question that really sort of gave you that thought, this is interesting, right? So which was that question?
Hmm. Yeah. I see. I see. Praful is asked a lot of good questions, and I also see Rad.
No, but
Um.
you gotta pick one question, not all the
Yeah.
one. Just pick one question that really made you think hard as a founder.
I just think Praful's question. I think how does viral copy really make you go viral? And I think that is our focus. I'd say that one question um, really helps us think the vision of the product and the community and how we want to offer the best product. I'd say that.
Awesome,
Yeah.
awesome, Prabal. Congratulations, you have won the base code of viral copy. This is absolutely thrilling. Once again, congratulations on that. Praful, please reach out to me on LinkedIn right away and just DM me your PitchGround email address so that we can get this added to your account over the course of next 24 hours. So please make sure that you ping me right away over the DM with your email address mentioning this, and I would be happy to help you out right away. With that, we will be wrapping up. Thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this webinar. We're going to be coming up with more webinar use cases, a lot of crazy things with Rush. Until then, have a great evening if you are in Asia, and have a fantastic rest of the day if you are in US, and have a fantastic evening if you're in Europe as well. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks, everyone.